What's going on, YouTube? This is Luke with Endless Entrepreneurs, just coming to you with another video. It's been a little bit. It's been about 7 days, actually, since I put out a video, so pretty pumped to be putting out some content again. I apologize that it's been this long. I'm going to wait a little bit here, let people start to filter in. Hope that everyone's doing well and your March finished up really strong. For me, March was my best month as a reseller, and I'm going to do this. This isn't my normal sales update video, so but I'm going to do it live, and I'm going to screen share and go through the same cadence. So I'll talk about how my month ended. I'll go through kind of my key metrics, and then I'll show you 15 unique items that I sold, what they sold for, why they sold for what they did, those type of things. For those of you new to my channel, I am a part-time eBay seller. I sell men's clothing primarily used, and I'm a full-time corporate finance analyst. So that's my day job, and so I try to juggle both and build my business in my spare time. And I'm trying to document my journey as I go here on this channel, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Looks like we're up to, we got 15 people right now. All right, hold on, just switching screens here real quick. How you doing, Michael? Hi, Brian. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Hi, Mike. Mike just asked if we're getting this bad weather. We have gotten quite a bit of storms today and the day before, 2 days ago. Lots of thunder, lightning, and rain, so kind of crazy. Hi, Vic. Hi, Lori. All right, well, to keep true to form here, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys kind of what my month's been up to, show you my spreadsheet and that sort of stuff, and kind of go through my normal cadence. I don't want to keep people waiting. So let me just give me a second here to share my screen. All right, we should be good. And let me know when you can see what I see. I'm going to assume everyone can see it, and I'm going to jump right in because it says that you guys can see. So as you can see, my month, this was my best month ever as an eBay seller. So I finished at $6,433 in sales. And last month I finished at just under 6K. It was actually like 5,900. So it was a pretty substantial, it was almost a $500 jump for me. There's no mistake that I had to do with continuing to list at that 350 listing goal I have per month. Definitely paid off for this last month. I'm definitely starting to see the ramp up as I go. I was hoping to be at $20,000 total by the time I hit quarter one ended. So I'm shy of that. I'm about 18, and I'll show you guys in my spreadsheet here in a minute what that looks like. But just want to show you here on eBay, this is the real deal. This is my account. I know, a lot of people follow me on that and know my account name. So here it is. This is what it is. So let me flip over to my spreadsheet. Those of you new to my channel, I use this for everything. This tracks all my daily progress. I have a couple columns here, so I keep track of each day. And then I have the items listed, items sold on each day, the value of those items, the average sale price, the items I purchased, the total cost of those items, the average cost of those items purchased. And then I've been starting to keep track of food and beverage over here just to keep it easier during tax time. And then any just miscellaneous equipment that I purchased. I bought some metal shelves, a mannequin, and a webcam last month. So just make sure to kind of keep all of that here. So let me scroll down to the meat of it here. Those of you who follow me on Instagram, the reason I haven't put out videos in 7 days is, one, I was finishing the month of my listing challenge, so I was just going nuts. I didn't have time to put out any content, unfortunately. And we also had some family visit in Raleigh, and Shannon's mom was visiting, and she just left yesterday, or actually this morning. So trying to get back to a normal routine. But as you can see here, over the last, from the 27th to the 31st, I listed 175 items. So, and if you look here, I started really slow the month because I had family as well early in the month. And then I got sick. And you can kind of see all the zeros and goose eggs here. This was, I can't remember the exact date. I think it was right here on the 8th. My brother came into town. I got sick on like the 9th. And my sister was here. And then all the way up through here. And then they left. And then I got serious and was like, oh, crap, I got to list. So basically from the 17th on, so in 14 days, I listed 311 items. I don't recommend that strategy to anyone. It was not enjoyable. It actually took some of the fun out of the eBay. The grind is fun. That's a little too much of a grind. But it was very empowering to know that you can really, I mean, if you decide you want to do it, even with a full-time job, you can make that happen. There's a lot of sourcing. There's a lot of understanding and patience from Shannon as I busted my butt. So so I was pretty proud of this to not miss my listing goal. and I'll scroll down here. My average sale price was $24. I sold 260 items, which is way ahead of where I kind of thought I was going to be. And actually, I'm taking the strategy this month in April. I normally run a 20% off sale, and I'm going to run a 15% off sale instead to try to slow down my sell-through. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but on the back end, to ship 260 items, it takes a lot of time, and I need to find a way to maximize my profit a little better for my time. So I'm going to try to slow down my sell-through and get a little more and get that average sell price up to 28, which is where I want it. You'll see I didn't source 350 items. I sourced 335. Oh, actually, that's incorrect because on this day, I sourced 22 items. So actually, I sourced, sorry about that. I don't know the total. I have to look up the receipt, but I did source 22 items because I was short. I realized on Thursday that I was short, which sucked. So yeah, it was 357. I probably spent, it was a good $100 at least here. So I'll just plug that for now. And I just want to show you kind of year-to-date goals here. So $100,000 is my goal. And I'm about 18% complete, so a little behind pace. So if you're looking at, I should be at 25% if I was perfectly on pace. My average sale price goal, I'm definitely behind on. But I'm not too worried just because I feel like Q4 is going to have so much lift to it that I'm going to see by the end of the year, hopefully some, 12, 13, maybe even $14,000 months as I keep ramping up. I'm really optimistic about that. And the middle months should level out around that 8 to 10K range. And I really should catch up pretty quick, I think. So just need to keep steady and make sure I keep hitting my 350 listing goal. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to jump over to the chat real quick. Actually, no, I'm not. Well, yeah, I will really fast. Let me just stop sharing and check out the chat. I'll answer any questions real quick. And then I'm going to show you guys the items that I sold just to stay true to form here. What do we got going on? Oops, sorry. Wow, got a lot of people. 32 watching live. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, guys, just a kind of general address. A lot of people sent me emails. I did reply to almost everyone this past weekend while I was relaxing at Shannon's family's house. I have some new ones that have come in, and I'll reply to those soon. My website is super, super close to being launched, which you'll be able to just go click and download that stuff. So hopefully that will make it easier for those of you who want kind of my tracking spreadsheet or any other little resources I have. You can just grab those for free. So it looks like we don't have any pressing questions here, and it looks like Shannon is addressing them in the chat as need be. So appreciate that, Shannon. I'm going to share screen again and show you guys some of those items that sold and why I picked them up. Hopefully get some more value here. So let me share my screen. Oh, sorry for the delay there. All right. All right, everyone should be able to see now. So this is this was a new with tags, Bob Dylan. It's a Lucky Brand T-shirt, and I actually picked up 2 of these. I found only paid the T-shirt price, which is $2.99 where I am. This sold for full price $19.99. It was actually on sale for 20% off. Not really sure why it's not showing that, but here's your tags. Pretty neat item. So it was a nice flip, $3 and a 20. I'll take that anytime I can get it. So this was a new brand I just found out about. It's called All Saints, and apparently it's a UK denim jeans brand. Thank you for a couple of subscribers for letting me know and educating me on that because I had no idea when I found it. I just saw the comps looked ridiculous. So these are they were in okay shape. They have a button fly, but you can see there's some decent wear on them. And there's your tag there. Let me see if I can. So here's your other tag. And so this is like the cigarette style line, I guess it is. And these sold. I took a best offer of 40. I think it was $44.99. They're on sale for like 50 something. So I was happy. They're only up for like a week and they sold. So I was in them for $4.99. They will ship flat rate for about $6. So really happy with that. Definitely be on the lookout for this brand, guys. Add it to your knowledge bank. This was another pretty unique one. So this was a new Land's End. It's just a canvas khaki, like a light trench coat, overcoat. They had a retail tag on it for $150, so I put that in the title here. And I had this for probably a month, and it sold for full price, $69.99 plus $14.99 shipping. So I was really pumped about that. It sold right near month end. It was a really nice boost. You can kind of, there's the tag. But just kind of one of those big lightweight trench coats. So picked this up. I paid $7.99. So the normal coat price at a Goodwill is what I paid. So I was pretty pumped about that. All right, here's your next one. So Vineyard Vines, if you don't know it, you definitely should. I pick it up even when it's flawed. Usually I can move it. So this is just a polo shirt. It's a long sleeve polo shirt though, dark green. Did have some wear on the collar, and I notated it right here. Some men's XL. And this actually sold for $27.99. It was on sale, sold for full price. So I was totally happy to move that in it for $4, and it shipped first class for about $4.30. This is another kind of unique Lacoste item. You can see the different trim here and the pocket with the trim. It was long sleeve. It was a size 9, which is a pretty big size, a triple XL. I was in it for $4. Ended up selling it for $27.99 as well, which is the other shirt. You can kind of see here. See if I can get you that tag. There's the tag if you haven't seen it before. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That was a great turn for me. And here's a new golf brand to be on the lookout for. So I know this is new with tags, and it sold for, it's called Sligo, sold for $33.99 for me. It was on sale. But I looked at the comps when I was looking it up, and it looks like the used ones will still sell in the mid-20s for you, low 20s. I probably could have got a lot more for this, but I did have embroidery on it. Let me see if I can find the tag for you. But here's the tag. So I think it's a very niche golf brand. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I would say from the comps, I would pick it up used if it's in good shape. So this shipped first class for $4.30. I was in it for $4. So pretty nice one there as well. Those of you who watch my channel know I love Peter Millar, one of my favorite brands, especially the Summer Comfort line. It's their dry fit polo line. This sold for full price, $32.99. In it for $4. Shipped first class very cheaply for like $3 something. I was pretty lightweight. And let me show you your tag. So here's your Summer Comfort tag. Be on the lookout for this brand. It sells well. And if you can find the Summer Comfort golf pants, they sell even better. This is another pretty unique one. So Beretta, I've actually recently found a wool. It was like a full zip, kind of like a hunter's type jacket, I guess, and I sold that for like $45 or $50. I was in it for $4.99. This one I picked up as a new with tags, and it's a vented like outdoor safari type shirt. It has this Iron Planet on the front, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get for it, but I had it up for not very long and got a best offer I took for $35 on this. So I was really happy to move that. I was in it for $4.99. Kind of see, here's your tag, and this is an Italian brand. It's a gun brand, I believe. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout. Here's the tag. The jackets and stuff sell extraordinarily well. You guys know I love to sell blazers. So this is just a Brooks Brothers Brooks Ease line. It's just dark gray. It is a bigger size, 48 long. It's 3-button, which is a little less desirable than 2-button. But just a very plain one. I took a best offer for it was on sale, and then I took a best offer for $35, which I'm totally happy with, guys. When I'm in these for $4.99, I ship them flat rate for $6. Turning it for $35, I'm more than happy with. So here's their tags. All right, a couple more here. We got this is the first new tags Levi's I think I found. They're a very big size men's jeans. They are black, which is even better. The 545 line is not super desirable, but this sold for $32.99 full price. It was on sale. I had them up for maybe a week and they were gone. So pretty cool score there. In them for $4.99, and I actually did fit these in a flat rate for $5.95. Seems like all I had to do was start talking badly about how Gitman Brothers wasn't selling well for me about a month ago, and it's been selling really well lately. So this is actually on sale, and it sold for, it was like $26.99, I believe. I was very happy with that. It's just a blue like gingham check type shirt, little micro check, spread collar. I'll show you the tag here. There it is. This is one of the newer tags. They do have vintage tags. The vintage ones sell better than just the standard ones. These are just one of the newer tags. But yeah, so great flip in it for $4. Shipped lightweight for first class. Here is Tommy Bahama, Indigo Palms. This is one of their lines of their jeans. These are classic fit. Sold these for $32. They were in decent shape, and they're just men's. They're nothing fancy. Here's your tag you're going to be on the lookout for. Was really, really happy to move them. Here's another tag. There you go. But in it for $4.99, shipped in flat rate for just under $6. All right, here is 511 Tactical Series, another one of my favorite clothing brands. So this is really unique. It was a heavy cotton shirt, and it was vented too. So like it wasn't lightweight like a fishing shirt. It was heavyweight like a durable outdoor work type shirt, but it was vented too, which is pretty neat. I was hoping it had the concealed carry pocket inside, but it did not. But either case, sold this for, I took it myself for $27. Probably could have held out for more, but I was trying to close up the month strong on sales, and I'm only in it for $4, so that's an acceptable profit for me. So pretty cool find there. We got 2 more here. So this was 7 for All Mankind Dojo flip-flop style jeans. I think I underpriced them a little bit. I found out later that this is one of the more desirable brands on the women's side. I didn't know that, but I ended up selling them best offer for $30. I'm in them for $4.99, and they went flat rate for $5.95. So still very happy with it, but learning a little bit more about the niches of the women's brands for sure. And to clean things up here, we have, this is a brand new brand to me. I found it about 2 months ago. It's called Naked and Famous, and this was the Weird Guy line, it's called. Black Selvage Denim was the tagline with them, and they are a button fly. And let me show you some of the tags here. I had never found this brand ever before, so this was the first. I priced it really high. It was on sale when I sold it. I think it was on sale for like $54.99, and I ended up taking a best offer of $44.99. So was pretty happy in it for $4.99. Shipped it flat rate for $5.95. So that wraps up my sales update for you guys. Let me stop sharing here and come back if I can. Let me jump over to the chat and see how everyone's doing. All right, looks like I missed all sorts of good stuff. All right, so just to kind of summarize for me how the month has gone, I've been doing a lot of reflection on Q1, and one thing I really like to do as my goals and looking at my business plan, because I have a really detailed business plan I'm trying to stick to, is I'm going to be evaluating right now what I need to adjust effort-wise. And I've said a couple times in videos, I am a huge fan of adjusting your effort and not adjusting your goals. So, just because you think you might come up short, don't adjust your goal so that you hit your goal. Adjust your effort so that you hit your original goal. And hey, Casey, thanks for stopping in, man. By the way, Casey, great video. Awesome having the eBay reps on your channel. I watched that today while I was at work. Super informational. Anyway, I got to give a quick shout out to it. With the new eBay shipping program they're getting ready to roll out for guaranteed delivery, you guys should check out his channel. He just put out a video on it. It's super informative. Really happy they jumped on your channel, Casey, so we could all figure that out. But thanks for that. But anyways, just kind of shifting back, like I'm going to put out a kind of a reflection video probably tomorrow. I've been adjusting my business plan a little bit to make sure that I hit my goals for this year. And I strongly encourage everyone as Q1 wraps up, like whether you're excited or disappointed with the result, look at what your goal was, identify with why you wanted that goal, and then adjust your effort to make sure you hit it this year. There is still 3 more quarters to go. Like there's no reason to give up on whatever you wanted after Q1. And, I'm even a little behind pace, and I'm still excited, not going to give up on it. So that's my little soapbox. I'll step down off that now. But let's shift over to some Q&A here for the last 10 minutes. And feel free, fire whatever questions you have. Let me know how your months are going, guys. I'd love to hear how your months are going. I'm going to scroll through some questions here because I know there's some in here. Britt Roberts asks a accounting question. How do you have a monthly net profit if you're constantly buying inventory? Not sure if someone answered that yet. Yeah. Oh, someone did. Yep, never mind. Let's see. Roxanne, thanks, Casey. I appreciate that. Yeah, basically, I'm just going to focus in on men's clothing the rest of the year, Casey. You're absolutely right. I plan to destroy the market here. But actually, I do want to address that question about calculating net profit, because I think a lot of people confuse cash flow versus your net profit in the tax sense, and just as in a P&L sense. Your only expense on inventory is what you actually sell. So if I buy $100 worth of stuff at the Goodwill, that's not a cost of goods sold until it actually sells. So if I sell 2 items from that, only the value of those 2 items is my cost. That's how I'm able to calculate net profit on a running basis. Let's see. And if we don't have any other questions, I will wrap up early. I have tons to do. I always like to throw Q&A in these live videos if I can. Casey said March was sad for him. You only did 11K in March. Wow, that's crazy. Casey, do you think that it had to do with listing quantities, or do you think that it had to do with just kind of seasonality of what was going on? I mean, I listed so much more than I sold that I think that's the only reason I had my best month. Like, I don't think I've hit that point of seasonality affecting my business yet. I'm kind of wondering when that's going to Sharon. Yeah, Casey, I ended up at $6,400 for March. It was like 64.33. So I was up about $500 from last month. Hi, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.
Oh, look at the challenge.
The challenge. What did I miss? Shan, you just tell me. What is it? Shan told me I missed something in the chat. She's downstairs watching.
Michelle said, how about a selling challenge between the two of us? Maybe make it more challenging so that I have to list in your category. So you sell women's clothing, I sell men's clothing.
Michelle, you want me to take a crack at listing women's clothing, huh? Well, I already sell women's jeans. Does that count? If I just double down on that, maybe I can keep up with you. So Casey said bad month. Listing was average. So not sure right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got to imagine, Casey, for you being full-time and doing it for so long, you have to keep kind of trial and error as the seasonality comes. HLE said, how did you come up with your $24,000 as your sourcing cost total for 2017? I came up with that because my average cost, like purchase cost per item, is just under $5. And I knew that I was going to need 350 items a month at least. So I just calculated off, I believe it was off three. I did it a while ago. But I calculated off what my average cost to buy an item was and how many items I needed sold, just to make sure I source enough items to actually sell and list my 350 items per month. Someone else asked a question. You are indeed making more than you're spending currently, or are you still building up your store? Yeah, I'm still making considerably more than I'm spending. So, and actually, basically, I'm outlaying. Let me flip over to my spreadsheet so I can answer more accurately here. So, perfect example. I'm netting. So on that 64.33, I'm netting about 55 to 57% of that. So let's just call it half, just for easy math. So 3,200 of that is a net profit to me in my pocket pre-tax. I'm only spending $1,684 on that whole last month to get 357 items. So, I'm still roughly netting, even after buying all inventory, even though it's not a cost of goods sold per se, I'm still cash flow positive about $1,600. So I'm building my inventory significantly and still cash flow positive. And honestly, that's the big benefit of working full-time and building your business. I think that's why I'm such a strong proponent of if you can bear to be employed and keep building your business and keep it moving forward, you should keep both going as long as you possibly can deal with it, because the incremental growth and the huge growth, trajectory is beneficial if you can keep both incomes coming and just keep pouring and reinvesting all of your money back in. Hey, Treasure Noel, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. I follow a lot of your videos. You have some great content. If you guys haven't checked out Treasure Noel's channel, definitely go over there. He's a wealth of information on more topics than I know about too. He does a lot of eBay, but he also does a lot of merch by Amazon. Casey said, since you shot out the video, how do you feel about the guaranteed shipping? I'm going to offer 3 options, I think. So I'm not sure as a part-time seller how I feel about it, because I actually looked at my shipping statistic, and I'm actually like 16% late on shipping on my items right now, and I just noticed it. And I think it's the timing of when I'm shipping out some of my items. I may have to readjust when I go to my storage unit. So I need to get that under control and then figure out how I'm going to work that in to make sure I get the scan for it. I think it's a huge benefit, the new shipping, the guaranteed shipping, Casey, and for anyone watching. I think for eBay, it's a huge stride forward. I think it brings so much more traffic and more buyers to the marketplace. And I think for full-time sellers, it's amazing. If I can figure out how to make it work for me as a part-time seller, I definitely will. And I most likely would participate in it. It doesn't make sense to not find a way to make it work, because you want the boost in your listings to be more visible, I think. Deborah just asked, new seller, how do I get buyers to leave me good feedback? I leave them feedback with that. Yeah, Deborah, I don't really have a lot of good suggestions other than leave them feedback right away after you ship their item. That's what I do. I ship their item, I leave them feedback for quick payment, whatever. And, just understand that probably like 1 out of 10 is going to leave you feedback, and it's just going to be a numbers game. As you sell, your feedback goes up. I mean, I only have 1,800 feedback on my account, and I've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of items over the years. So it's just kind of the way it goes, unfortunately. Let me see. Yeah, Casey said, for my late shipping rate I have, Casey said it might be some of the scans. Yeah, I'm dropping it off in an overnight bin, which I think is part of it. The other part of it is just the timing of when I'm picking up items that sell, because I pick up my lunch break. And so I may have to reconsider. I may have to get up early in the morning, go get them and package them and print and everything in the morning before work. I'm not really sure yet. I need to, this weekend it's my plan to kind of diagnose that and start to fix it. And I mean, it's not like hampering my business, but I don't like that. I saw a couple other questions. One person's asked, I'm still very new, but on the spreadsheet I take all sourcing supplies, and as I complete it, divides across all active listings. Still have not hit 0 on the spent column. Not quite sure I understand that. I'll let someone else in the chat maybe take a crack at that. I'm sorry. So yeah, as far as supplies go, you all your supplies you buy, you're going to take off. I mean, those are basically the straight deduction as a cost. Let's see. Louis said, hi, what's your average profit per sale? So my average sale price right now for the year is almost $25. So I'm netting about 14 on that. So just over 50%. All right. Hi, MM Simpson. I'm finding we have a lot of people here in Charlotte, a lot more resellers than I thought. So hopefully I see, if you guys ever see me out and about in stores, don't hesitate to come up and say hi. Let's see. All right, Casey, thanks for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. And I will check out your video for sure. And everyone should go check out Casey's video on the guaranteed shipping program. I think it's a perfect synopsis, and it's got actual live eBay employees that are answering questions. So it couldn't be more valuable, guys. Midwest just suggested to me to pack up at night and drop off in the AM. Yeah, that's definitely the best route to go. It's just a matter of if it's easier for me to get up at 4 a.m. and go to my storage unit like I normally do, like I'm up that early anyways, and package them, or if it's better for me to go late at night. I'd almost rather go to bed early and just grab everything that's sold from the night, be a little early on some of my stuff. That's what I'm starting to process in my head, but we'll see what works better for me. I appreciate that suggestion a lot, Midwest. Any other questions, guys, to wrap up? We got 3 minutes, and then I got to get to listing because I am not going to fall behind this month. I refuse.
Yeah, that's right.
Shannon said that she would kill me if I did that again. Yeah. Like literally would kill me, I think.
You tell them that I about killed you when you say you're going to up it to 400?
Oh, yeah. I almost upped my listing goal for April to 400, and Shannon said that she actually forbid me to do it. So it is still at 350 for this month. I am contemplating going to 375 for May. She just doesn't know it yet. Whoa. She said if I listed all of mine on time and early with a couple days to spare this month, that I was allowed to. So getting permission from the boss is important. Michelle said, Luke, do you bulk ship? I print labels one at a time. I use a thermal label printer. And so I guess, no, I don't bulk ship. Louis said, what's the most you would pay at the thrift for an item? I don't have a max, Louis. It's just what can I sell it for? So I have a profit margin requirement. You know, if I'm not making, and I wouldn't even say it's like a multiple. For me, it's just if I'm not netting at least 15, you know, well, I can't say that. If I'm not netting $7 or $8 on the purchase, I'm not going to make it. And if it's something heavy, bulkier, it's going to take a lot more time, I want to be netting $20 or $30 to pick it up. It doesn't matter the cost if I know I can profit that much. So I always try to think in terms of net profit, not just what I would pay for it. Josh has asked, how many do you ship per day? On average, I mean, I sold 260 items last month. So, you know, I'm averaging probably like 8 per day. You know, and it's up and down. You know, on weekends, on Monday mornings, I have a bin full of, you know, 25, 30, 35 packages sometimes. Yeah, Treasure Gnome. I remember I was following you especially kind of early in your journey when you were listing a ton on eBay and you were front end loading while you're building your merch business. I've been kind of checking out some of your videos. I love your vintage videos. Treasure Gnome has some really good videos out on like vintage t-shirts and things like that to be on the lookout for. I've been learning a lot for that. Thanks, Diana. I appreciate it. Yeah, smash that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate everyone watching and tuning in. Yeah, and for the question on the spreadsheet there, feel free to shoot me an email. You can shoot me an email at entrepreneursllc@gmail.com. It's a mouthful. It is changing soon, but it's in my description and in my YouTube. So feel free to email me, and we can go back and forth on that. Michelle said bulk shipping will give you a printout for the post office to scan the sheet, and it registers all of your items on the list. Wow, that's a really good suggestion. I had no idea. Huh. I'll have to check that out. The thing for me is because I work full time, being able to drop the items off at the post office before they open is crucial to me, because I can't always get out at lunch to do it. Like, and when the post office is cram busy, it just doesn't work out for me. So I'd rather drop it in the overnight bin before business, and then they can just pick it up and they'll scan it, you know, throughout the day. So I just have to evaluate it. It's not like it's hindering my business with the late shipments, and they're not even really late. Like, I mean, they're probably hours late, not, you know, a day late. So I'm not too concerned about it, but we'll see. All right, guys, well, that's a half hour, and I kind of want to stay true to form. I love to keep my videos short and to the point. Love the Q&A. Appreciate all the love you guys stopping in. I promise I'll be back on a regular schedule putting out videos now. And I'm going to have kind of a quarter one synopsis. I'm going to go through my business plan and what I'm adjusting in it and kind of how I landed for all my individual goals outside of just, you know, the monthly eBay stuff. And I'll have that out probably tomorrow for you guys. What was that, Shannon?
I said I'll be in it.
And Shannon will probably be in it. I'm sure she'll jump in. I'm surprised she didn't tonight. All right, have a great night, guys. Thank you again. Hope everyone's marches ended great. If you can, after the video, let me know in the comments how your marches ended. I love to see how people, where they landed. It's not a competition, guys. Everyone has their own goals, so let's just kind of celebrate together. Let me know how you did. Have a great night, guys.